You're tuned in
The Snapback Journey Radio.
Snapback Journey Radio.
Snapback Journey Radio.
presented by Checka TV.
With healthy conversations.
Hosted by Checka.
Hey, yo, Checka!
What's your pushback and your struggle as a Black woman in dealing with these companies? I guess as a consumer and also as a business partner.
A lot of educating and a lot of having to kind of speak on behalf of, I'm just speaking on behalf of my entire race, like, no big deal.
Right. Pressure. You're like, well,
Right.
damn.
I tell people, I'm like, taking care of your body holistically, that's how you honor your ancestors, honestly.
Yeah.
And so it's like, just trying to kind of getting people to know that this is not what we've been marketed or trained to believe. This is for us and it is important. And, we care about our bodies and we care about our children and our families and making sure we're healthy and we're, doing the best for ourselves inside and out. So we don't know what we don't know. Like I have friends and family members who have shopped a certain way for so long and they have no idea what's in the products they're buying sometimes, and up until a few years ago, there really wasn't that transparency.
Right.
It was like, and part of actually the ShipCon movement started with the GMO, the non-GMO movement and making sure that products that had GMOs in it were labeled. And so years ago, like when my husband and I first got married, we first had our daughter, we were struggling. I'll be honest. He's a chiropractor here in Atlanta and he had just finished school. And so we were struggling and I'm like, I can't afford everything organic. That just is not going to happen.
Right.
So our pantry had a nice mix of stuff from my couponing days and stuff,
Okay.
And I kid you not. So she came over to our house and she saw our pantry and she cleaned it out, girl. Like everything I do. And I told my daughter this, I said, everything I've done for the last 10, 15 years has been hard for me. Like there's nothing that's come easy.
Right.
I tell her, I'm like, I just do stuff. Even if it's hard, I'm going to just do it. Even if I'm scared, I'm just going to do it scared, and I teach them that. And I want them to really, whatever path they want to take in life, whether it's business ownership or, corporate or medicine or law, whatever they're going to do, I want them to always push their limits and never feel like their voice doesn't matter.
And then you have the support of your husband, which is great because, then they get the daddy mommy, balance, so that's
I'm
always
this is daddy, go to him,
you got somebody to bounce off of, and a lot of times in our community, we don't see that. There's a lot of single women trying to make it through and be that only person, be the mom and the father. And that's rough,
And that journey, my mother was a single mom raising me. And, but I think it's important to have the sense of community too, the village is real. And sometimes the village looks like, uncles or mentors at your school or, teachers. Sometimes that's what it has to look like, to give children that full perspective of, what they could be and who they could be in life.
Yeah, I just feel like it's great that you're doing this, and I feel like it's a historic thing for you. And I want to know what it is that you see this overall looking like, ideally for you as a Black woman in America. What's the outcome overall for this?
I want to make this a big thing. I want to take this to Washington. I want to make sure they're hearing our voices and I want to make sure we have, and I say have a seat at the table, but more than anything, I want us to have our own table that they want to come have a seat at,
Okay.
I want to, yeah.